Lots of times people are overwhelmed by my equipment. They don't see me. They kind of see the equipment, the mouthpiece. This is just helping me getting a breath of air. I had gotten polio. It was part of the last epidemic, just when the vaccinations were starting. Most of my life, in my adult life, has been working in disability rights. To me, my wheelchair is my wheels and my freedom. It's my legs. I can feel everything. I just can't move. If you don't have your chair, it's not like if your car's not working, you can take the bus. Well, my wheelchair's not working. I can't do anything. People with disabilities aren't always welcome places. When we were trying to set up the women's breast program, then I went to a hospital that has a brand new state-of-the-art women's health center to try to see if we could get mammograms done there. And the woman looked at me and she said, "Oh, people like you should go where people like you go." And you would never say that to a person of color or someone from any other group and think it was okay. You know, you grow up as a child in school, you see other people who are like you, who become role models. Well, most people with disabilities don't see other people in any position of authority or people that they could, use as role models. And I can't tell you how many people come into ICS and been floored.
The outside world, those without disabilities, the TABs, temporarily able-bodied, don't realize that people with disability are working 9-to-5 jobs. People with disabilities are having sex, just like everybody else.
Marcus was being pushed around in a manual wheelchair. He didn't use a power wheelchair. And I said, you can't do what you're doing and expect people to listen to what you do when you're so dependent, when you don't have to be. And so, he really changed.
I have no hesitation about getting on the bus anymore, or running over people's feet, or the negative attitudes that I get on get on the bus with the people with the sign and I don't want to get up, and it tells you right there this seating area is for people with disabilities, and you shouldn't have sat your big behind there anyway. After my second year in high school, I started dancing. My dance teacher was talking to my grandmother about that he has what it takes to go on to pursue dance. So then after 2 years, I auditioned for, Juilliard and Rutgers and NYU and Boston Conservatory, and I got into all of them. But, Juilliard is Juilliard. So when I got in Juilliard, that was just being around all those other dancers, you realize how your body is just so much of an instrument. I had just completed my second year at Juilliard. It was June 2nd, 1991. I was hanging out with some of my neighborhood buddies and friends, and I was in a van, and before anything happened, I said, "Why are you driving so fast for?" The next thing I remember, a dog ran in the middle of the street, and when I came to, I couldn't move. I was told, months later, the van had flipped 3 times. They told me he was intoxicated. One of the therapists came to work with me one day, and she goes, "Did they really explain what was going on?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "You have a spinal cord injury." And I really didn't even know what that really meant. Even in my little bit of movement I have now, my body is still my instrument. I have this one hand, it works, it gives me more character when I'm speaking to people and have to express what I need to be done. So, I think your body is very important. It is a very important part of who you are, and you need to take care of it. It's your temple.